Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Wilbo. We are back with another video on the YouTube channel, and today, guys, I got some more Cold War zombies for you guys. And basically, today I'm going to be teaching you guys a new strategy that I found. Well, it's kind of always been a strategy, but it's like the best strategy for the Maschine, definitely. Now, since that they, after like the patch, after Season 3 Reloaded, after they changed all these things, but this is basically the best strategy. And what you're going to need is Toxic Growth and Ring of Fire if you are going to be playing with co-op. So if you're playing solo, just run Toxic Growth. If you are playing with more than one player, or like 3 players, or like whatever, run Toxic Growth, and then the other people run Ring of Fire. Just probably the best players should run Ring of Fire, just to let you know. But let's get into it. So first off, basically you're just going to leave the spawn at about around 6, and then after round 6 you're just going to sit up here at the top of Noct. And make sure you have a lot of your skill tiers. I'm just going to say this now. Make sure you have a lot of your skill tiers tier 5, because it's going to be very beneficial for the strategy, especially now. But you're going to leave the top of Noct and buy throughout the map and go buy power at round 10. And we're going to turn on Pack-a-Punch, and we're going to do the Coffin Dance Easter egg. And basically we're just doing that to get the free jug. I mean, there's really no point of trying to get the ray gun. It's really not even good anymore. But I'm just going to say this now. This is the spot right here. It's in this teleporter, fast travel area, whatever you want to call it. So basically, if you're running 2 people, just kind of like make some room and just stay away from each other. Like, don't block each other, and make sure you are running Molotovs and decoys. Those are gonna be really helpful. And if you're running a teammate, if you have a teammate, they can run whatever they want. But it's basically the strategy. I suggest running Magnums. You can run the M16, you can run the Gallo. I mean, whatever gun you really like. But the Magnums are probably the best camping weapon in my opinion. And then also on the Megaton rounds, if your teammate, whoever's running Ring of Fire, just make sure they especially if you're playing with 2 people, there's gonna be like 3 Megatons on round 26 or 2 throughout. It's just gonna get bigger throughout the game. But the max I can spawn in are 3, so make sure you just pop it, not right away so it doesn't go away immediately, but make sure you pop it after the first one is split. Like, so split them and then pop it, and there should be another one spawning in as well, like right there, as you see. And just that's why I say the best player should run Ring of Fire, because they're probably gonna have the easiest way to just charge it up faster than all the other players, to be honest. And this is basically the strategy. You just spam your pistols, and you see what the Toxic Growth thing is doing? The bush is just blocking them out, and that's it. Pretty simple. But I am going to be showing you a solo strategy if you are going to be doing solo. You can do both of these solo, but that is one of them. That is like more of a kind of like duo co-op kind of strategy in my opinion. I just feel like that's better. I don't know. If you run 4 players, then you're definitely not going to want to do the next strategy that I'm telling you. But basically this strategy goes really high, and then just make sure you max out your guns, max out your stuff, and also make sure you are running crowd freeze, and your teammate, if you're running teammates, make sure they're all running brain rot. Just make sure if you're running crowd freeze, then they're all running brain rot. If you're playing by yourself and doing this strategy, make sure you are running crowd freeze, and just make sure you're running crowd freeze if you're just playing by yourself in general for this next strategy as well. And the strategy is pretty good, pretty simple. Molotovs, decoys, they're your best friends with this. Just make sure you don't throw them too close. But here's the next strategy. So it's going to be on this barbecue in the same room, actually, surprisingly, which, I mean, this strategy's been a thing for a long time, but I've never really learned to like kind of finesse it more than I did before. So like when the ray gun was like really good, you would just shoot it in the middle and it would be really good. But now they have Toxic Growth, now they have cryo freeze, really good. And basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to place a Toxic Growth in the middle of the area, and when it runs out, just keep on replacing it and charging it up. And also make sure you have Elemental Pop tier 5. It's going to be really helpful, especially for when the zombies are climbing up and you just reload, it shocks them and freezes them for a little bit. And if you are going to be running 2 players for this strategy, just make sure the zombies, since there's like 2 ways they can get up, make sure your friend watches one way and you watch the other way, just to decide what you guys want to do. But if you are going to be running one player, just let them climb up and then just shoot them and reload consistently. And also the Megatons do not spawn in too, which is really good, because the Megatons, they don't really spawn, well, they don't spawn in unless you get out of this strategy. But don't do what I did and throw a fucking Molotov and do that. But Megatons spawn in like this barrier to your left, where the kind of next to Speed Cola, and basically it's usually at the end of round. You're just going to want to hop down, make sure you have max ammo. Don't look at my ammo right now. Don't do what I did and just be retarded and not do anything about the ammo. Make sure you buy ammo first, and then whoever's running Ring of Fire, make sure they have it charged up, and then just pop it with the Megatons. But don't do what I did. I killed myself here, and I was being really dumb. But there's going to be like 3 Megatons that spawn in if you're going to run co-op. If you're playing solo, it shouldn't be too hard, honestly, just to kill them without Ring of Fire, because it's only 1 Megaton, and that's the difference between co-op and solo. Solo, you only have 1 Megaton, and co-op, you have more than 1, which usually 2 or 3 depending on what round you are. But the strategy does go past 50. I mean, honestly, if you're really skilled at zombies, these strategies can go past 50. You just have to keep on charging up your stuff, keep on finessing, keep on like making your own way of the strategy. You don't have to like do exactly what I say. You could just like kind of make up your own way of the strategy too, which is kind of what's cool about zombies. But that's the video, boys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you get to around 100 this strategy. Try it out. It's kind of hard. It's actually really good though. And enjoy the clip. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Saucy, bitch, I do this often. My bitch is bad, she always in office. So I got a tag on running my body. Can't see the pads, I'm living too fast. With 20 my dash, I'm up, but I lost him. He wanna brag, I emptied his bag and took what he had. Don't care what it cost him. Then he broke, he turned into a hoe. It seems before the shit is exhausting. Ran on a hoe, I wanna be known. The stage of my soul, it ran even muscle. Already been broke, I'm better alone. Don't need me a hoe, I haven't been tossing. I let he won't, know that I know you gon' get exposed. Proceed with caution.